Hey guys, how are you? It's Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. I'm pre-recording a video for the week. We are going to do a couple scrapbook pages. After I've done sports, I decided that maybe I should do something different. And I didn't want to get into a great big layout because that really takes some mental work for me. And so I decided, I was going through pictures and I found the Grant County Fair. And Harper, it was her first year showing rabbits. And she has a special rabbit. His name is Larry, and he has a lion head. Lindsay actually shows rabbits too. She shows Larry. She showed Larry. She shows Luna, and then she usually has a Market, and then she has another one, and I can't remember what his name is. So hers is another page. But we're gonna do Harper first. I was struggling with what kind of colors to come up with because, you know, for me, fair is sunflowers or bandanas or denim or something like that. And so I kind of played with all of those, but I love the sunflower paper so much that that's what I'm going to go ahead and use. So I'm going to go ahead and put you down. And I kind of just came up with this for a quick layout. So I'm taking the white 12 by 12 paper. This is Stampin' Up's product. That's going to be my base page. And then this paper I got at Hobby Lobby, and it's from the Paper Studio. It's called Watercolor Sunflower. I love this paper. I've used it for cards, for all sorts of stuff. I'm going to have to end up getting some more of it because I'm going to use the last 2 sheets today. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put that down next. And I cut a 1/4 inch off of the top part and the side part. So instead of a 12 by 12, you're at 11.5 by 11.5. Right? I think that's right. Okay, and then I decided I needed, because that's way too busy. So I needed a good background. So I decided to go with the dark and pull some of the browns out. And I cut this down to a 10 by 10. So I have about, oh my gosh, 24 pictures. But I wanted her first page to be just about her and Larry. So I was just going to use this one. And then I thought, well, this one shows Larry in his cage, and it shows all of her, I don't even know if her words are there, but it shows her cage that she decorated and stuff. So I thought, well, that would be a cute beginning to this scrapbook series. So I think I'm going to go with that. Well, then I was struggling with what colors to go, because you could use a yellow. We've already got the brown. We've kind of got the white. And she is such a pale little girl. If you put the white directly behind her, it really washes her out. So I didn't like that. So then I thought, well, what if we take this, which is our So Saffron soft yellow paper, and put that, just a real thin border around it. See the difference? It makes all the difference in the world. And the colors of the paper. If you can't decide on a color, take your picture and put on there and watch the different colors it pulls out. So I really liked it with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back both the pictures in the light brown or light yellow. And then we're going to take a look at it and decide, do we need to add some of the Cajun Craze or the what's another one? Mango Melody or something to kind of get this orange into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to start with the white page and the sunflower page first. I love fair. I couldn't decide between the sunflowers, and then I had a denim blue, and then I had handkerchief paper. Fair is one of my ones that I love. Now remember, this is my Scotch Advanced Tape Glider. I use this for the big stuff. This is my scrapbooking adhesive. So, and I don't even remember. They are hard to find. I tell you, it's getting harder and harder to find craft supplies in stores. You know, Joann's used to have a ton of stuff. They started out with a bang, and they're ending with a bang. I saw they filed some kind of bankruptcy, so now they just put a brand new one in Tri-Cities. I wonder if it's going to even stay open. So I'm going to go ahead and center the paper down and then just push it down. Okay, so then next we're going to take the brown and put it down, and we want that just centered as well. Now the thing about using this one, if I make a mistake, it's really hard to, it's really hard to get it up. So, but I want it to stick too. So sometimes it sticks to stuff you don't want it to. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to try to center it as well. Show some of that brown. You probably could go even a little bit smaller if you wanted to show more of the, I probably could have went 9 by 9, but I'm going to stick with this. Okay, so now we've got our pictures, and I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my tape runner on this one. And I am going to put the border. And you could go out a little bit further, but not, I wouldn't want too much further. But I'm going to go probably like that. Okay. We're just going to take our little paper trimmer and trim it off. Kind of see, I needed about a quarter, about right there it looks like. Let's see if that looks pretty good on both sides. And then we're gonna go up here and do about the same. So if I put it there, that's where it's gonna cut. I think I want to go about there. Okay, that looks pretty even. All right, and I want that there, but I'm gonna kind of just set it there for now. And then we're gonna cut another one of hers. And remember, these were all 3.5 by 5. I think, and you get 4 of them. You can get 4 of them on a sheet of, let's see if I can find it real quick. You can get 4 of them on a sheet of photo paper. So these I actually printed off on my computer, and I think it, you know, I personally think it does pretty good. If it was like all my Christmas stuff or stuff like that, I would definitely send it off to get printed. Okay, these actually are 3.5 by 5. They were originally 3.5 by 5, and I cut them down. So I'm going to go ahead and use my smaller adhesive. And that's a little too long for that side, so we will just come over here and kind of do it the same. I think that the hardest part of scrapbooking is, number one, is deciding which pictures tells the story the best, and then deciding on the paper that goes with it. Sometimes I struggle a little bit longer than I should with that. Okay, so I kind of like it like that. Now what we're going to do is I have written, the title of this is going to be The Adventures of Harper and Larry, Grant County Fair 2024. Remember, who, what, where, when. So I'm going to originally cut this, but I think I'm going to rip it. So if I can make this happen right. So I'm going to put that right there, but I want to do a little bit different. I'm going to, if you rip your paper and you see how it gives you that edge right there, and hopefully I can rip it straight. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, and then you rip it. So it's kind of giving it a rugged look, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually done this before and had to retype the whole thing because I ripped it so bad it looked horrible. We're gonna rip it. And then, see, it makes it look a little bit rougher, right? A little bit more rustic. Now, we need to put some color around the edges. Do we want the brown? Do we want the Cajun craze? Do we want the gold with a little bit of orange? There's so many different things that you can do. And I'm leaning towards the Maybe that one. Oh, let's try this. Okay, so what we're going to do, because I want to see what it looks like, and I don't want to ruin this that I just ripped. So we're going to take a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to do the crushed curry first. Okay. And we're going to go around. These are our daubers. These are a Stampin' Up product. Oh, actually, look at that color. That is almost perfect. It has a little bit of orange in it, it looks like, doesn't it? Probably because the dauber does. Okay. So if we do that, what do you think? That looks a lot better. It gives it a little bit of tone. We could still back it if we needed to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around this. This little corner's a little bit out there. Wonder if I could rip it a little bit smaller. I'm only being picky because you guys are watching this video. I wouldn't really care. Okay. The other thing is you could definitely do it in brown as well. But I want to see what it looks like with this. And then if we don't like it, we can always change it. It's just paper. That's my favorite line. It's just paper. Who cares? It's not broke. You can always fix it. No matter what happens. Even if you have to reprint it. Isn't that look kind of cool though? With those. And you can play with it. You could bring the pictures in closer. Put that out further. We could put this behind it as well. But I think that defeats our purpose. I think if we did this in brown. Let's try that. If we did this in brown, yeah, I don't think I like that. I need to get some clean, newer daubers. If we did this, do you like that better? Or do you like that better? Or do you like that better? And personally, I like this one. I think I'm going to stick with that one for right now. We're going to start there. Then the next thing that I have to put on it is, I ran out of, I gotta go to Walmart tomorrow. I'm out of the wipes. I have to use baby wipes. Okay. So the next thing I have is, says, this is Harper's first year showing at the Grant County Fair. She did such an amazing job. It wasn't Larry's first go around, but he wasn't too sure how he felt about it. Even though Larry had done it before, in a couple of the pictures you can see he was kind of fighting good old Harper. Just a little. There's a lot going on for those little bunnies. I should have put Larry was a lion head on here and I didn't. Now, we could rip this one as well, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think I'm going to let this be the rustic one and this one be a little bit more, I think. And then I've got flowers that we can throw on there. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do flowers or I have buttons. I went to a garage sale my friend was having, and she had flowers and she was getting rid of them, so I bought all of them. So we got lots of flowers to go through. Or we have sunflowers, which I love these. I think these go really cool with it too. But I wanted to see, because these are fun to do, because you can use the flowers and then turn around and put doodads on it for the center. Oh, how about that? Let's see what we got going here. You can even double layer them, which those colors don't really even go with that. I was looking more of this orange. This might work. But where you're doing sunflowers, do you want another different type of flower on there? That's something else to think about. So that one would work. We could put it right in the middle. Okay, so those are some options, but I really think I'm going to stick with the sunflowers on this one. Oops, I just dropped. Okay, let me move those out of the way. Do I want to rip this one? I'm going to go ahead and rip it so it kind of matches. Like I said, it's whatever, you know, that's the fun part. It's whatever you want to do. It's your book. If they don't like it, who cares? So I think I've told you the story about the scrapbook retreat I went on, and man, I got so much havoc because, oh my God, is that all you do is sports? Oh my God, don't you do anything besides pumpkin patches? And I'm like, you know, number one, it's not your business. And number two, I'll do whatever the flip I want to do. And I'll do it however I want to do it. So, yeah. There's no right or wrong. And it is funny because, like, when I show the girls or something how to scrapbook, and then they'll say, what do you think? And I'll say, well, I think you need to. So I have to be really careful because I don't want to be like that person that was like picking it apart, because what she likes and what I like are two different things. There. Okay. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one as well. Now, I don't know which one we were using. I think we're using crushed curry. That was bad on my part. And you try not to lose the dauber that you were using because it has the same colors on. Okay. Okay. There. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and see, you also could dauber around yellow. So let's look at that and see what it would look like. What's it going to do? Do we need to do that with a picture, do you think? So it has kind of the same color. That looks actually pretty good, doesn't it? It kind of brings out the color of this. So I think I'm going to. I'm a daubering fool at times. Okay, so you just go around. Okay, and then we'll do the same with this one down here. And I'm using crushed curry, and it's So Saffron yellow. Crushed curry is the ink, and So Saffron is the paper. Now this brown paper is basil paper that I would have got from probably Craft Warehouse. The photo, is that photo play? Is that what I said? I don't think so. Can't remember what kind of paper that is. That one I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm telling you, when it comes to scrapbooking, I buy it everywhere. Paper Studio. Paper Studio. And I definitely will start buying from Stampin' Up, but it's got to be something that I'll use. So I already have enough supplies that I don't use. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to put this down. Use your adhesive and stick it down. Okay. Pictures down. You guys, it's supposed to get cold this week, like really cold. Okay. I think I was going to bring this in a little bit, wasn't I? Not too much. Okay. Okay, let's do this one down here. So I could position, now look at this. So should I position, or is that too much sunflower? Too close to the edge? Or put this up. I could put a couple here. And maybe even a couple maybe on here. Oh, that would be cute. So then you're away from there. And I think I'm going to put a couple in the middle. How about that? I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. So make sure when you go to the Joann store, the craft stores, or to even Walmart, go check out the buttons. Buttons are fun. Flowers are fun. So the other day I was telling you about the handy dandy tool that I lost. I still haven't found it. So Paul and I went to Lowe's this weekend and I found it. I had to buy a whole set, but at least I got my little button. So you just put it on the back of the button. Now watch, it won't work. And it snaps it right off. And then we're going to use you can either use glue dots, you want really sticky, whatever. So, oh, shister-ronos, I lost it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. We'll do it again. Got another one. Okay, there we go. Now I'll do the other two as well. And I still have some more buttons I can use on the other page if I decide to. And I bought these a long time ago, so I mean, how perfect. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna use glue dots. If I can, let's see if I can find my glue dots. There they are. Let's do glue dots. Let's try glue dots. You might have to use a couple. Oh, I love this. I will tell you another secret. Sometimes when I'm not sure if I like something, either a card project or a scrapbook project, I will leave it overnight on the table, and then I will come back in the morning and I will look at it. And if I like it, 99.9% of the time, I will like it. Every once in a while, I'll say, okay, I've got to change it. But it gives me time to actually think about it and not be real hasty about it. So like I said, you can always change it, right? Whoops. Today was Paul's birthday. We didn't do anything special for it. We decided this year for our birthdays we weren't going to do anything special. But he wanted chicken wings, so he got to cook his own dinner. I can cook them, but he wanted to cook them, so we had chicken wings and french fries. So not on my diet, but it was so good. Okay, what do you guys think of that one? I think it's adorable. Okay, so there's page 1. Page 2, because I am who I am, basically the same. Did I not get another white sheet? Oh, there it is. I'm like, what did I do? Okay, so these are going to be side by side. You don't have to do them the same. You can do them totally different. I'm doing these two the same. The family page on the back will probably be completely different. So I did the same thing. I have a 12 by 12 white piece of paper. I cut the Paper Studio paper down to 11.5 by 11.5. I just took a 1/4 inch off of one of each side. So off the top and off the side is all I did. If you want a bigger, wider border, you could take off more of the sunflower paper. Okay. I cut the brown. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to do this so I remember how I had the pictures. I cut the brown down to a 10 by 10. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just stick that on there. Whoops, 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 whoops. I'm super excited. I got my my lighting for my room. I'm really, really excited. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I kind of want to try to make sure I get this brown one lined up about the same, so that, because they're side by side. Okay. Oh no, oh no. See how sticky that is? As long as it's under it, I don't care if it pulls it up. If it pulls it up and I can't cover it, then we're in trouble. I'm not straight. That's my problem. Okay, now I'm straight. And I'm having a hot flash. Like my cup. Cool Grandma Club. I got that for Christmas. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to take these pictures. I'm going to lay them out so you can see them. These are her, actually, of her showing. This one I tried to put the yellow around to see what it looked like. So this is Larry, her lion head. And she's trying to grab him to flip him up. And so you can tell her little mouth, her and Lynn's both have these little mouth gestures. So it was just so stinking cute, because here she is trying to, and then she finally gets him flipped here. And here they have to show different things. So here she's showing his feet, and here she's showing, it looks like his bottom, but it's actually his teeth. And then here the judge is talking to her, and I love how her expressions. And then she's trying to show her, she's digging through the hair to look for, Candace said it was either for spots inside of their fur, or if they had mites or bugs or whatever. So they have to show, they have to show they know how to do that. So what I did was I printed off little things. So showing Larry's feet, so this will go over here on this one. Showing Larry's teeth will be on this one. And then answering the judge's questions over here, and then looking for bugs or spots over here. So I kind of had it. I've played with this about 15 times trying to figure out how I wanted it on here. And I've almost taken that one off several times and just kind of made this a focal point. But then I put it back on because I think it's so cute, because she's so intent on it. So anyways, just play around with it and get it to whatever you think the way you want it. So sometimes you have to put them side by side. I just don't want them wonky, because they're all different size pictures. There, that might work. Maybe that'll work. Bring this one down. How about if I bring that one, this one down? Here, there we go. Let's do this. Okay, that one down, this one up. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better, because you got the two bigger ones down here. And then you could put something right in the middle, which I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. We're going to have to play with that. Okay, so this one, and I put just a real small edge around it. I want a little bit bigger, because I want to go ahead and do the chalk on it, or the ink on it. So I'm going to put a little bit bigger border on it than I originally had. There's a couple of us that are going to hopefully start getting together to scrapbook like on Friday nights. And I'm so excited, because I love doing it, but it's a lot of fun having somebody to do it with. One day I'll get brave and maybe I'll put a retreat on one day. I still got to get my feet under me on some other things, but we'll get there. Okay, so we had, this one was up, wasn't it? Because this one's down. And you don't have to put borders on all of them. You could only put borders on a couple of them. You know, it's totally your call. It's whatever. Some people don't even border them. Some people just put them down on the paper and call it good. I like it to have a little bit of A little bit of something. Okay. I just think that yellow just brings it out. Okay, so we're gonna go up. Okay. I'm over here cutting. You guys are watching paint dry. I wanted, you know, I could have this all done before I get on here, but I want you, because some people say, oh, you do it, it's so easy. But I wanted you to see that it's not that it's hard, but you can take time and figure out your options. You don't just have to slap it together. There's so many different ways to do things. You know, you don't have to add the extra little chalking around the edges if you don't want to. I'm not sure if I like the borders around it, especially if it's a really busy picture, because then it kind of calms it down and you're able, so like on this one, these where they're so busy in the background, I like putting that. To me, if you put the border behind it, it kind of, I don't know, it makes it easier to see. Is that a good way to say it? Okay, so let's ink. I gotta make sure I shut this. I'm gonna be inking the wrong color here. Okay, let's get some good ink on this. Go around these. I just really think this brings out that crushed curry color in this sunflower. I think it's almost perfect match. Okay. Isn't that crazy how much better it looks with it? I think. You guys are probably going, you're nuts, lady. Okay. Okay, we got 3 more, and we'll slap them down. I'm at 30 minutes. I need to hustle up. I try to keep them to 20, but when you do 2 pages, it takes a little bit longer. You gotta figure it took me an hour to even get this far before I even was able to video. Okay. You could die cut, you could die cut. I was going to die cut out the Ventures of Harper and Larry. And I played with it on my Cricut, and I've got to get better about my Cricut. I have a friend that uses it all the time. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do it this way, because I like this way. Okay, we wanted this one down, didn't we? This one was up. Now I'm not pressing it down really, really hard yet in case I decide I don't like it and I want to move it. So I just kind of put the tape on, get it where I think I want it. And then once I get everything on here, then I can decide. Then I can just go and punch them down and make sure they're on, and I will post the rest of it. I've got to go get more ink. I think I need to maybe move this over a little. Yeah, I ran out of ink in my printer, so I got to reprint a couple of the pictures. They didn't look so hot when I printed them. So I will do that tomorrow. That was my big thing, is I've got to finish what I start. So if I start it with you, I still have to finish it. I just can't put it to the side. Okay, here's your problem. See this one, it's got too big of a border, so we're gonna have to go a little bit closer. If we move this one over and not have quite such a big border. I might have should have gone down to a little bit smaller of a yellow border, maybe, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Okay, and we're leaving that hole there. She's crooked though. And then we're gonna bring this up over here. Does that look about right? Okay, now okay. Now my problem's going to be, are we going to be able to make these small enough to fit on here? So we will see. I might have to reprint these and show you tomorrow how it turned out. But we're going to give it a shot. And this one I definitely would ink around. Okay. And you honestly could do the brown. But the brown is, you've got so much brown on the paper that it's good to throw another card. Okay. So here she's showing Larry's feet. And then down here, she's showing his teeth. That should still fit. I didn't think about how, what size space I would have for these. I just did them. Because I could have double stacked them too. Oh, that's not big enough. There we go. Okay. And by labeling them, you have to think of the person that, you know, that's going to go through and look at your pictures, and they're going to be going, what the heck, you know, what's she doing? And this way they're labeled. So it's telling you, well, she's looking for Larry's teeth. And I should probably write something for right in the middle saying, you know, when they're judged, and I might do that. I didn't think of that till just now. But when they're judged, they're asked to do different things. I have to think about that. That would be good for... I did put answering the judges' questions, so would that suffice to what's going on in those pictures, do you think? I mean, anybody that does animals knows what's going on, but if you don't know what, if you're not around the fair and don't know what they're doing, then yeah, I'm going to put it down there. I think my eyes are wonky. Okay. There we go. And I got one more, and it says looking for bugs or spots. So I'm going to have a space right here and a little bit up here. Do I put more buttons? Do I... What do I do? We're going to put this on, and then we're going to look at it next side by side. Okay, so we've got this and this. So we definitely need something here and possibly up there. So let's look. Is that too close to all the sunflowers? Possibly. I think we could just make like a bouquet here in the middle, and that would work. That would be super cute. Oh, Larry's feet I didn't lay down. What could I put? I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I think I'm going to call it good. It's okay to have some space. Like I said, you don't want to put any other kind of flowers over here because you've got so much flower going on elsewhere. So I think let's just do that, and we will call it good on this. Love, love, love those little tools. Had a pink pair. You wouldn't think the pink ones would disappear, but they always do. I had a pink hammer. I had pink. I still have the pink pliers. That one hasn't disappeared yet. Okay. And then I need my... And I will think about this tonight. I may go back in and change this. I may go in here and put, like, up here, Harper's judged on, you know, or judge time. I could put time to be judged, maybe. That might work too. We're gonna do that. I could put this one down a little. I might do that. We will find out tomorrow. That's all we're gonna do for tonight, though. Whoops, 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 whoops. Don't do that. But I think this is cute. I really like it. And once I get the family page done, then Harper can go back and look and say, holy cow, look at, you know. What do you do with the phone pictures on your guys' phones? Do you do anything with them? Do you send them off to be printed? Do you do, I know you can do little books. I've seen people do those. Okay, there we go. So we are going to call that good for tonight. And then, like I said, tomorrow I may go ahead and add more to it. What do you think? I'll go real slow. We'll start here. Pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great week. Tomorrow is Monday. What do we got going on tomorrow? Tomorrow is the last day of to be able to order the subscription for Paper Pumpkin and I don't know which one it is. But tomorrow's the last day, and then Tuesday you can order the new one. Don't forget, we got new online exclusives that are on. I'm getting a haircut this week, by the way. The new online exclusives, they've added on. What else is going on? They added more of the, I can't think of the name of it when you sense the celebration. They've added more to that. So pop on there and check it out and see if there's anything you need or want. You never need it. You just want it, right? I hope you guys have a great night. We will be talking to you soon. And this is Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. Bye.